Hey everyone, Mrs. Johnson here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the different types of assignments that you might find on Schoology this year. To do so, I am in an example class called CATS 101, and I'm going to scroll down to Unit 1 because that's the folder that contains some assignments that I have to complete. Once I find my unit, I'm going to open up that folder. And then just for the sake of showing you the different icons associated with different resources on Schoology, I'm going to use the drop-down feature to reveal the contents of each folder. So now that I have every folder open, you can see that each resource my teacher has added has its own icon. I'm not going to spend time talking about what each icon represents. I'm only going to talk about the assignments, and then we can talk more about the different icons later. So the first icon I want to point out to you is this little icon that looks like a worksheet with a pencil in front of it. That icon represents an assignment. Now there are two different types of assignments that your teachers can add for you. The first type of assignment will actually give you a worksheet that you can type straight into. Or the other type of assignment is simply a folder that you can add a document you've created into the folder itself. To show you what I mean by having the first option, a worksheet to type in, I'm going to select this resource here. Now, this is an assignment that my teacher has given me a worksheet that I can edit. Your first tab, which is assignment, will give you a description, which is typically where your teacher is going to give you some sort of direction to complete the worksheet effectively. Once I've read my instructions, then I can open up my document. By selecting that button, I have been given access to my own personal worksheet that I can type and edit. So as you can see, my name is listed. It gives the title of the worksheet. And then my teacher has also given instructions here. And as you can see, this is just like a Google Doc, so it's something that you can type in and edit. Once you are ready to submit your assignment, you would select this button here. Because I am not ready to submit my assignment yet, I'm going to back out of this assignment to show you other resources you can find in Schoology. So like I said previously, your teachers might give you an editable document in an assignment, or your teacher's just going to give you an empty box like this one here. So again, I know that this is an assignment because the icon looks like a worksheet with a pencil in front of it. So just for the sake of showing you this type, I'm going to open this now. So when you open up this type of assignment, it's going to give you the title of the assignment, important information about the due dates, instructions on what you need to accomplish, and then it's going to give you a spot to submit your assignment. In this next video that you'll watch after this one, you'll see how you can submit your assignments. As you can see, I submitted my assignment several times, and you'll understand why I did that when you watch the next video. Another type of assignment that I want to point out to you is online discussions. You can see I have an online discussion here, and the icon that shows that is the two conversation bubbles. So I'm going to open up this discussion. So now here, your teacher will give you the title of the discussion, important information about the due dates, specific instructions on how to complete the discussion. My teacher of this course has also added a rubric which shows me how my work will be assessed. And then when I scroll to the bottom, you'll see that I have the ability to write a comment. When I select write a comment, I have a text editing box that pops up, and as you can see, there are different formatting options too, which will help me make my post really easy to follow for my classmates. Once I have my work typed up and I'm ready to post, this blue box will select or turn blue, and then you can select post. As you can see, I already did an example for you just to show you what it will look like when your work is posted. Now, once the discussion begins and your classmates begin posting their work, you should be able to see what your classmates wrote, which will allow you to like or reply to your classmates. Next, I want to show you the test and quiz feature, and then lastly, I'll show you the assessments. So first, I'm going to show you the Grumpy Cat quiz. So now, if you're familiar with Google Forms and taking a test online that way, you're going to be familiar with how Schoology does their tests and quizzes as well. One thing that I wanted to intentionally show you is what happens if you accidentally exit out of a test or quiz. So as you can see, I have already attempted this assignment. However, what happened is after I started my quiz, I lost internet connection and I was booted out. So now, as you can see, it says that I have attempted this assessment one time and I reached the maximum attempt allowed. So now, if you're like me, the panic button is ringing and you know that you've made some sort of mistake. I wanted to show you this specifically to show you that although you might have made an accident, it's not the end of the world. So if you accidentally submit a test or quiz or you're booted out and you didn't get to finish it, the best thing that you can do is hit submit. Now I know this feels weird because you don't want to submit a video or a test or quiz that's not done yet. However, it's your only option. So after you submit, then you can email your teacher and let them know the circumstances, let your teacher know that you were booted out of your quiz, and then your teacher can go back into their view. They can boot your submitted test back to you, and then you should be able to complete your test. So just know that if you see something that looks like this and you didn't actually finish your test or quiz, there's a way to fix it. Now, the last type of assignment that you could potentially run into is an assessment. And the assessment assignment is represented by this icon that looks like a puzzle piece. When I open up the assessment, I'm going to be given some instructions. So it's going to give me the title of the assignment. It's going to give me specific instructions. It's going to show me how many points it's worth. It's going to show me how many attempts I can make. And then if your teacher allows multiple attempts, it will show you previous attempts and scores and time that you spent on that test or assessment. So just for the sake of showing you what this type of assignment looks like, I'm going to select Start Attempt. Now, although this type of assignment looks like a quiz, I want to just remind everybody that it's not necessarily a quiz or test unless your teacher designs it to be. Your teacher can use this type of assignment as just another interactive worksheet for you. So again, it's a good idea to just reach out to your teacher to determine, are they using it as a test or quiz, or is this more like an interactive worksheet for you? One of the nice things that's great about the assessment feature is it allows you to be a little bit more interactive with the types of questions that your teacher asks you. And so you'll see that as your teacher assigns different assessments. So this will conclude the different types of assignments that you might find on Schoology. Again, this is just the basic overview of the different types of assignments. I know that I didn't go very well in depth, so if you are left with any questions about the different types of assignments, please don't hesitate to reach out to your teachers, or as always, you can reach out to me as well. Thanks for watching, everyone.